Hello, this is Dirk De Jong from Boris Effects, and responding to this post on the Creative Cow forum from Robert St. Ange, Vegas user using Red 5. He says, I'm using a reflection map over 3D extruded text, looking for a way to resize and reposition the reflection map, and a way to blur or make it look like the background, I assume this is, make it look like the background is blurred when viewed through the 3D text, while, obviously having it be in sharp focus in the areas that are not viewed through the 3D text. So I attempted that, kind of a quick and dirty version of that. I'm scrubbing through the effect here. You might notice a little bit the UI look a little different here. I'm in Avid Effects 6, but just essentially, in terms of effects features, it's identical to Boris RED 5. So the first part of it in the 3D text here and the reflection map track, you see what I've done actually is I've disabled the media track of the reflection map track, and instead I've nested my reflection map within the reflection map track. So, if I pull this out and drag it up here, you see that this is just a shape track with, full position controls and scaling. And what you can do is, sorry, I'm trying to work within this confined screen capture space, is just drop it in here, and now it's in there as the reflection map. So that gives you position and scale control of the reflection map. Now, as for the second question, what I have here is a Gaussian blur filter. And what I've done is I'm using the pixel chooser, right? So I have pixel chooser turned on, and I'm using the matte, and I'm using a Luma matte. And I have this checkbox enabled saying use PC layer track set in timeline. And then here in the PC layer, once again, well, in this case, I made my media, just solid white. And then what I nested in here, if I pull this out, is a version of my my 3D text effect where I've made it entirely black. And I made it black just by, making the materials black, disabling all the lights. There's no reflection or anything like that going on in this one. So if I put that back in there, and if I look here, pixel chooser, and I say, view chosen pixels, you see that's what my matte is looking like right now. And I can also choose mask unchosen pixels. So anyway, that would be, I would think, a fairly good way of, blurring just that area. And, in this case, the extrusion is somewhat transparent because it's supposed to look like glass. And so it's I also have my blur applied below the 3D text, but above the background. And that way, it's not actually blurring the 3D text itself. It's just blurring that part of the background, which is directly behind the 3D text. So hopefully that makes sense. I will include this this red file for your inspection, and hopefully that answers the question.